for now. These smell so good, I have to say. Oh yeah, really nice. The beans are lovely and soft. They've been cooked really well. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make these delicious barbecue baked beans on the hob. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make some really delicious barbecue baked beans. So this recipe is really easy to do, and normally I would make the sauce for the barbecue baked beans in the slow cooker, but the other day I fancied a change and I thought I'm going to try making it on the hob. So I did, and the results were delicious, so of course I had to share the recipe with you. So the first thing I've done for this recipe is I've preheated my oven to 200 degrees, and that is to cook the jacket potatoes to go with the barbecue baked beans. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this large saucepan onto a high heat on my hob, and I'm going to add oil to the base of that pan, and I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. But before I go and let the pan heat up, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really enjoy this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions or any comments, then please leave those in the comments section below. Everything like that really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. So as I said, I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. I realised that I've put this pan onto too high a heat. So with stainless steel pans, you only really need to put them onto a medium heat for them to get hot. So this is getting nice and hot now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one red onion that I've peeled, sliced and diced to the base of the pan. And I'm going to fry the onion until it starts to soften and go a lovely golden brown colour. The onions have started to soften, and they've also started to go a lovely golden brown colour as well. So I'm going to add in the celery next. So I have removed the top and the bottom from the celery, so I've just taken away the scraggly bits, and I've just simply sliced it into sort of quarter centimetre pieces. It's roughly chopped, so you don't have to chop it to exact sizes. You are going to blend all of these ingredients at the end, so don't worry too much if your chopping skills are not up to much. Mine aren't brilliant either, which is why I love this recipe, because all the ingredients can be roughly chopped or roughly grated, and you're going to blend them at the end anyway. So I'm going to fry the celery now until this sort of starts to soften. It is a harder vegetable, so it will take longer to soften in the pan, so please keep persevering. But if you get really fed up with persevering, you can always add a drop of water to the base of the pan, and that will soften the vegetables as well. So I've just added a drop of water and I've just softened the vegetables. So I'm going to keep frying this for a further couple of minutes just to soften them down a little bit more. The celery has softened beautifully, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in one carrot that I've just simply grated. The reason I grate the carrot is because it tends to cook slightly quicker, when it is grated. So that's why I like to grate the carrot. Also, I do it in bolognese sauce and things, so my husband and son don't know it's in there. It's a bit cheeky really, but it does work. They do tend to eat it and not complain about the lumpy vegetables that are in the bolognese sauce. And nanas in Italy do it as well, apparently. I've seen that on a couple of programmes where chefs will go to Italy and they will interview the nanas who make the bolognese sauce, and they all tend to grate the carrot and the courgette. They even grate things like celery as well. I have tried, but it is a bit of a nightmare grating celery, so I always just chop it quite finely really. But as I said, we are going to blend all of these ingredients at the end, so you don't need to worry too much if it's not grated perfectly, or if you want to chop it up instead. You will have to wait longer if you do chop it up though. So that has cooked down beautifully in the pan. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my tin tomatoes like so. I'm just going to mix those in. And then I'm going to pour the chicken stock that I have already measured out into the empty tin, and this will get the juice off from around the outside. So I'm just going to pour that over, and as you can see, the juice has come off from around the outside of the tin. And I'm going to leave this on the hob to simmer. So I'm going to turn the heat back up and bring it to the boil. And while it's coming to the boil, I'm going to add some barbecue sauce to this. So this is where the barbecue smoky flavour comes from. And at this time of year, I feel like we all need a bit of barbecue sauce in our lives to remind us of the summer that's once been. I know, we're all getting ready for winter, but let's not forget it will come back again, I promise. So I'm using a Dr. Will's barbecue sauce. This has no junk and no gunk in it, and I have mentioned this in previous videos. I love it, it's really tasty, and as I said, it's got no artificial colours or flavours in it, and it is just natural ingredients. So that's why I like to use it in a lot of my recipes, and you will see a lot of my recipes. If you look at my channel, there are quite a few barbecue recipes on there that I've used it in as well. So I'm just going to bring this to the boil. Actually, I'm going to add some salt and pepper first. So I'm going to add some salt and some pepper, and then I'm going to let this come to the boil. The sauce for the barbecue beans has come to the boil, so I'm going to turn it down and I'm going to leave it to simmer. And while this is simmering away, I'm going to put the potatoes in the oven now. I'm not going to leave this to simmer for the whole hour while the potatoes are in the oven. I will leave it to simmer for about an hour, and what I want to happen is for this mixture to go jammy. So basically I want it to thicken and for some of the juice to disappear, and then I will blend it. But I'll probably leave it for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and then I'll come back. The barbecue sauce that I've just made has been on the hob for a good 20 minutes, and it's started to go lovely and jammy, and you can tell because when you pull the fork back, not the fork, sorry, the spoon, no liquid comes to the falls forward, if you see what I mean. So nothing, there's no liquid, so that's gone lovely and jammy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off, I'm going to remove it from the heat, and then I'm going to leave it to cool, and once it's cooled I'll blend it and add in the beans. The barbecue sauce has cooled, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it into the blender now, and then I will blend it. I'll blend all of these ingredients together, and then we'll have ourselves a lovely sauce, and I'll add the beans to it. So I'm just going to blend all of these ingredients together. I have blended all of the ingredients until they are smooth, as you can see there, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour them back into the saucepan that I have just used. So I'm just going to pour that back in, and then I cooked off my beans earlier today. I had used dried beans, but you can use tinned if you want to. I've used about 300 grams of beans, but if you are going to use tinned, I would say to use 2 tins, obviously drain them, and then you can just add them to the sauce. So I'm just adding the beans to the sauce, and I have done a video on how to cook dried beans and chickpeas as well, and a recipe as well from my blog, so I will link those in the description box below if I can find them. So, which I should be able to, because I think I did it in the last year, so I should be able to find that quite easily. So I've mixed all of those together. The jacket potatoes are nearly done, so I'll pull one out and I will serve up, and I'll try it and I'll let you know how it tastes. But right now this smells so good. Now I know what a jacket potato tastes like, but I'm not sure what these beans taste like, so I'm going to give these a try and just ignore the jacket potato for now. These smell so good, I have to say. Oh yeah, really nice. The beans are lovely and soft. They've been cooked really well. And the sauce is spicy and smoky. Tastes just like eating off a barbecue, I promise you. Yes, I'm really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make these delicious barbecue baked beans, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having these for our dinner this evening, and they smell and taste so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.